Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's recent visit to an upscale, yet unnamed, restaurant has become a focal point for both public and industry scrutiny, casting doubt on the couple's alignment between their actions and public image. The establishment, revered for its premier dining and exceptional service, had meticulously prepared for the event, hoping to match the high standards expected by their royal guests. Yet, as staff members later recounted, what unfolded was disillusioning and pointed to potential contrasts between the couple's projected persona and their private conduct. When Harry and Meghan arrived, escorted by a substantial security detail, the atmosphere reportedly shifted immediately. The restaurant staff noted how this entourage created a stifling environment, one that isolated the high-profile couple from those who had prepared tirelessly to serve them. According to first-hand accounts, employees were prohibited from approaching or interacting with Harry and Meghan directly. The tight security reportedly set a clear boundary that left staff feeling invisible and excluded from their typical duties. One server described the experience as dehumanizing, emphasizing how their efforts to ensure a seamless experience went unnoticed and unappreciated. They shared stories of preparing diligently for the evening, polishing cutlery, memorizing preferences, and rehearsing interactions, all rendered pointless by an unexpected protocol that barred them from even basic acknowledgement. This exclusion was especially jarring given that staff members at such venues pride themselves on a blend of warmth and professionalism that is central to their service ethos. The narrative quickly garnered traction on social media, where hashtags like #RoyalDisrespect and #ServiceStaffMatter began trending, symbolizing a broader societal conversation about how the hospitality industry is often taken for granted. Observers pointed out that such conduct could conflict with Harry and Meghan's public commitments to empathy, advocacy, and respect for everyday workers. This dissonance was highlighted by Dr. Eleanor Richards, a psychologist specializing in celebrity behavior, who stated, "Perceived disparities between public branding and private behavior can erode trust and impact public perception." On the defensive, sources close to the couple cited security reasons as the main factor behind the staff's restricted access. However, critics, including some union representatives for restaurant workers, leveraged the incident to shed light on how service industry employees are frequently marginalized and undervalued in similar high-stress situations. This particular event, they argue, embodies a microcosm of a larger, often overlooked issue. Analysts also seized the moment to dissect the broader implications of such behavior for Harry and Meghan. Once heralded for stepping away from the rigidity of royal life and portraying themselves as advocates for mental health and dignity, the couple's apparent detachment during their visit seemed, to some, to project privilege rather than progressiveness. This raised the question, were they unknowingly perpetuating the very hierarchical systems they claimed to eschew? Adding fuel to the fire, some pointed out Meghan's previous moments that hinted at a pattern of disconnect. Reports have cited incidents where her actions appeared to prioritize optics over meaningful engagement, such as during international visits laden with high-cost attire contrasting sharply with local socio-economic conditions. These past critiques have framed her in a polarizing light, which only intensified the reaction to this latest controversy. Still, not everyone sees the situation in starkly negative terms. Supporters argue that public figures face heightened scrutiny, and small missteps are often amplified. The couple's defenders insisted that Harry and Meghan's philanthropic efforts, particularly related to mental health and community outreach, outweigh moments of perceived aloofness. However, the backlash has undeniably rekindled debate about celebrity treatment of those in less privileged positions and whether public deeds can balance private actions. Restaurant industry veterans, meanwhile, have taken the opportunity to call for structural change, hoping the incident might spark discussions about the treatment and recognition of service staff across the industry. Some pointed to similar cases involving high-profile individuals where workers felt belittled, suggesting that respect and genuine acknowledgement should be standard, regardless of the guest's status. In sum, the restaurant visit by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has provoked widespread discussion on several fronts: their consistency in embodying publicly professed values, the hidden hierarchies inherent in public life, and the all-too-common invisibility of service workers. While the incident may pass as a minor blip in the couple's timeline, its reverberations have reinforced a call for introspection, both in celebrity culture and within industries that cater to them. The questions remain. Will Harry and Meghan respond to this criticism in a way that acknowledges the workers' perspectives? And more broadly, how might this affect their reputation as champions of empathy and fairness in the eyes of a scrutinizing public?